Hi folks, and welcome to episode 16 of Rats in the Kitchen. We're still on. YouTube hasn't canceled us yet. I appreciate that. Now, if you've seen some of my other videos, you know I'm also into hiking. And one of the things you're concerned about is hiking is you gotta make sure make sure everything is as light as you can get it. So what we're gonna do first off, we're gonna compare the weights of the various slicers. And just so you know which one you should take while you're up in the hills there. Alright, so what you see here is we've got our little scale. This is set up to measure in grams. 30 grams equals about 1 ounce. First, we're going to start with the Garden Fresh. And that comes out to too heavy. A little bit 62.7, I think it says. Oh, lost a little bit of weight there. So a little over 2 ounces on the Garden Fresh. Next we'll try the Bonanza. That's a little bit heavy at just under 76 grams. Of course, the Hutzler 571. Very light, very, very light at 22.5 grams. For those of you who will be cutting butter on the trail, we still have the Hutzler butter cutter, which, as we've seen, does work with smaller bananas. At just under 45 grams. And now we have the Amco. Now the Amco just slightly heavier than the Hutzler 571. But here's the good thing about the Amco is it does have that multiple purpose thing. Now, if you're in the woods and you're concerned about a low protein intake, we do have this little tripwire here. So you can bury the Amco to about right here and then try to trip up a mouse or a snake. They get coiled in that little wire, you catch them, you cut them up, cook them appropriately. You got your protein back up. So even though it is slightly heavier than the Hutzler 571, the Amco 3-in-1 banana split thing serves a good purpose for trapping. Alright, now we do have one other thing, and I'm throwing this in because this is a miniature fan. And the battery's going dead right now. I'll replace those in a minute. But this is something you probably already have with you if you're out hiking. Because this is really good at getting fires going. You want to put this right up to a fire, get it going. And, okay, this is the old 1890s style. You gotta have somebody spin it up for you like the Wright brothers. Or whenever the hell that was. And that'll get you going for you. This is good for fires, but is it good for slicing bananas? Let's take a look at that. By the way, before I forget, 82.5, so it's a little bit heavier than the Bonanza, but serves a lot of good uses. Now, before we cut back down to the cutting board, let me explain a little bit more about this and why I thought about it. If you read the Amazon reviews, a lot of people are looking for an electronic answer to the Hutzler 571. They want something to do the work a little bit more for them. of potential devices based on electricity that could help you slice a banana. We'll look at them now and then, but I want to start with this one. Mainly because it was right in front of me. I figured, well, why not? So, let's give it a go. Okay, folks, so there's the fan. And we're going to try this now. Alright, that is not going well. Now I noticed a lot of movies where there's, oh, we're making some progress there. Getting sprayed a little bit. This could take a while. But like I was saying, I noticed in some movies when people are being chased with bladed objects, they like to scream. Let's see if screaming helps. No. No, your screams will not help you. Screams are not helping one bit. This is slow. This is painful. I do have some 2-hour clips up on YouTube. I would rather this not be one of them. So I hate to say it, I'll probably give up on this one soon. Yeah, I think it's just the weakness of the motor and not necessarily the plasticity of the blades. I mean, if the Hutzler 571 or the Garden Fresh had these blades all in a row like that, I'm sure it'd work just fine. We might just need to switch it out with a stronger motor, or maybe just try a rotary saw instead, but rotary saws are heavy. It's kind of, it's working a little bit. If we do this, we got it at least cut in half. That's some. All right, now it's getting a little mushy there. So again, this wasn't the way we were thinking of using it. Alrighty then. Alright, so what can I tell you? Sometimes you try a device that wasn't designed to slice bananas and it works beautifully. Sometimes it works okay. And sometimes it just don't work at all for that purpose. Now again, these little fans, they still serve a couple of purposes. They can keep you cool, and they can get a good fire going, so you don't have to wear out your lungs blowing on the flames. But when it comes to slicing bananas, this is almost as bad as a knife. I'm Rat. Thanks for watching Rats in the Kitchen, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube, like the Facebook, specifically my page. A lot of people there don't like Facebook. I get that. I'm not here to judge you. Social networking can make society feel like it's all crumbling down sometimes. But the networking, and I'm not on a real network. Kind of. So yeah, just like the damn page.